I'm going to make this really easy to understand. Are you ready? Have you ever pushed yourself so hard during a workout and then you felt that unmistakable muscle burn? That burning sensation is the sign of lactic acid fermentation, going crazy inside your muscles. I'm going to break it down nice and slow like an Usher song and get down to the science behind that burn. If you stick around until the end, it'll pay off big time, because it only takes 9 minutes to become a pro on lactic acid fermentation. Imagine a bustling city within each of your muscle cells. Tiny workers are constantly busy converting glucose, the sugar we get from food, into energy. This energy fuels our every move, from a casual stroll to crushing a new personal record at the gym. But what happens when you crank it to the next level and your oxygen supply can't keep pace with the demand? That's where lactic acid fermentation steps in. It's a clever workaround that allows our cells to keep producing energy, even when oxygen is running low. Next time you feel that burn, remember it's just your muscles adapting and keeping you going. Now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty of lactic acid fermentation. Our cells are incredibly adaptable, like tiny survival experts. When they have plenty of oxygen, they opt for aerobic respiration, a highly efficient way to generate energy from glucose. But just like a gas-guzzling car, it needs a steady supply of oxygen. And lactic acid fermentation is there as a trusty backup plan for those energy emergencies. It's like our cells are switching from a fuel-efficient sedan to a four-wheeling machine, better at handling the tougher terrain. This anaerobic advantage allows our muscles to keep contracting even when we push them to their absolute limits. Just like ice cream, lactic acid fermentation comes in different flavors: homolactic and heterolactic fermentation. These two processes are like the vanilla and rocky road of the fermentation world, each with its own unique characteristics and end products. Homolactic fermentation is a straight shooter transforming glucose solely into lactic acid. This simple and efficient process makes it a reliable method for certain organisms to generate energy quickly. This type of fermentation is a favorite among our muscle cells and certain bacteria, especially those used in making yogurt. When our muscles need energy fast, like during intense exercise, they rely on homolactic fermentation to keep us going. Heterolactic fermentation, on the other hand, likes to spice things up. It's a more complex process that doesn't just stop at lactic acid. It takes glucose on a wilder ride, producing lactic acid alongside other byproducts like ethanol and carbon dioxide. This diversity can be advantageous for certain microorganisms, allowing them to thrive in various environments. This type of fermentation is the common bacteria found in foods like sauerkraut and kimchi. These foods owe unique flavors and textures to the complex interplay of byproducts from heterolactic fermentation. Both types of fermentation play essential roles in different biological processes. Homolactic fermentation is crucial for producing quick energy, while heterolactic fermentation brings those rich flavors we find in fermented foods. Whether it's homolactic or heterolactic, lactic acid fermentation is key in the grand scheme of life. They not only help organisms survive and thrive, but also enrich our culinary experiences with varieties of delicious fermented foods. Imagine you're at the gym and pushing yourself to the limit with a set of heavy squats. Your muscles are working overtime and demanding a surge of energy. Oxygen is being delivered to your muscles, but the demand is so high that it simply can't keep up. This is right where lactic acid steps into the spotlight. As your muscles continue to contract, glucose is broken down into pyruvate, and without enough oxygen, pyruvate starts to build up. Lactic acid fermentation converts that excess pyruvate into lactic acid, ensuring energy production continues, allowing you to power through those final reps. You might be picturing lactic acid fermentation as a solo act, but there's a whole other cast of characters involved. Lactic acid bacteria, or LABs. These microscopic heroes like lactobacillus and streptococcus play a crucial role in various natural processes, including lactic acid fermentation. They're like the master brewers of the microbial world, transforming sugars into lactic acid with remarkable efficiency. LABs thrive in environments where oxygen is scarce, making them perfect partners for fermentation. Let's talk about how these LABs work their magic. Imagine a group of tiny chefs chopping, mixing, and fermenting their way to culinary greatness. They break down glucose and other sugars, transforming them into lactic acid, which gives fermented foods their characteristic, tangy flavor. Think about your favorite yogurt. That creamy, slightly tart goodness is a direct result of LABs hard at work. The same goes for other fermented delights like sauerkraut, kimchi, and pickles. Labs not only enhance the taste and texture of food, but also play a crucial role in preservation. The next time you enjoy a spoonful of yogurt or a crunchy bite of kimchi, remember those tiny LABs working their magic behind the scenes. It's fascinating how the same process that causes our muscles to burn during a strenuous workout is also responsible for producing some of our favorite foods. It really shows the interconnectedness of the natural world and how a single process can have vastly different yet equally important roles. Whether it's the burn you feel after a challenging workout or the tangy flavor of yogurt, lactic acid fermentation is a constant presence in our lives. The next time you hit the gym or you're just walking down the aisle of a grocery store, take a moment to appreciate the incredible versatility of lactic acid fermentation. Let's shift the gears back to our muscles and dive a tad bit deeper into why lactic acid fermentation is so crucial during intense workout sessions. Remember those tiny workers in our muscle cells tirelessly converting glucose into energy? They love using glucose as their primary energy source. During a leisurely walk, our bodies can supply our muscles with plenty of oxygen to keep those energy factories humming. But when we crank up the intensity, our muscles need energy fast, and way faster than oxygen can be delivered. That's where lactic acid fermentation swoops in, providing a much-needed energy boost when our muscles need it most. If lactic acid fermentation is so great for quick energy, then why do muscles burn so much when it kicks in? That burning sensation is a sign of our bodies trying to maintain a delicate pH balance. Lactic acid is acidic, and when it accumulates in our muscles during intense exercise, which can disrupt the normal pH level. This increased acidity contributes to that burning sensation. But don't worry though, because our bodies have a built-in system to counteract this acidity. Our cells contain buffers, substances that help neutralize excess acid and maintain a stable pH level. So while that burning sensation might not be pleasant, it's a sign that our bodies are working hard to maintain balance. For years, lactic acid has been demonized as the culprit behind muscle soreness and fatigue. Many athletes and fitness enthusiasts have blamed it for the discomfort they feel after intense workouts. But in reality, lactic acid is more of a misunderstood hero than a villain. It's time to set the record straight and understand its true role in our bodies. While it's true that the buildup of lactic acid contributes to that burning sensation during exercise, it's not the sole cause of muscle soreness. The soreness we often feel is actually due to microscopic damage to muscle fibers and the subsequent inflammation. Recent research suggests that lactic acid actually plays a crucial role in muscle recovery and adaptation. It helps to signal the body to repair and strengthen the muscles, making them more resilient over time. Once our muscles have had a chance to recover, lactic acid is recycled back into energy or used by other tissues in the body. This recycling process is essential for maintaining our energy levels and overall muscle health. So, instead of viewing lactic acid as a waste product, we can start to appreciate it for what it truly is, a valuable player in our body's energy production and recovery systems. By understanding its true function, we can better appreciate the complex processes that keep our bodies functioning optimally. Embracing the role of lactic acid can also help athletes and fitness enthusiasts develop more effective training and recovery strategies, ultimately leading to better performance and reduced risk of injury. The story of lactic acid fermentation doesn't end there. This versatile process has found its way into various industries, playing a crucial role in creating products we use every day. LABs have become key players in the production of biodegradable plastics, pharmaceuticals, and even cosmetics. Lactic acid fermentation is at the forefront of sustainable innovation, helping us reduce our reliance on petroleum-based plastics. Lactic acid fermentation is not the enemy we often perceive it to be. It's a testament to our body's incredible ability to adapt, overcome challenges, and keep going. So, the next time you feel that burn during a workout, embrace it. Respect the burn, for it is a sign of progress and a reminder that you're pushing your limits. Proof that you are capable of achieving amazing things both physically and mentally. Remember, knowledge is power, and the more we learn, the more we can appreciate the complexities of life. The more we understand about the world around us, the better equipped we are to make informed decisions about our health, our lifestyles, and the planet we share. It's not just about knowing facts, it's about applying that knowledge in meaningful ways. Never stop asking questions, exploring new ideas, and challenging your assumptions. Science is not just a collection of facts, it's a dynamic process of inquiry and discovery. And don't forget to share your newfound knowledge with others. Communication is a key part of science. By sharing what we learn, we can inspire others and contribute to a culture of curiosity and learning. Together, we can create a brighter, healthier, and more sustainable future for all. Let's continue to learn, to question, and to share. The future is in our hands, and with knowledge and curiosity, we can shape it for the better.